Hey everyone, come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the mix. Like this video, share this video. Most importantly, listen to this video, you guys. Yes, listen to it from beginning to end. Let me just go ahead and say this before I continue with my commentary, reaction, and opinion. Thank you again to everyone who participated in the giveaway. Thank you for all following the instructions and all of that. I will be hosting another giveaway at the end of September, so stay tuned. That will be Cash App and probably Zelle, probably both. So if you have a Cash App or Zelle, you can retrieve your cash prize if your name is selected. I will release further details about the giveaway towards the end of this month, September. Thank you all again for your support. Let's get my likes up, everybody. Come on now. Like. Yeah, go ahead and like and share and listen to this video. Like, share, and listen to this video from beginning to end. I appreciate everyone's support. Again, shout out to the winner, Leanne, and has received her gift. I think it's a he or she. I'm not 100% sure, so my apologies. But Leanne has received their cash gift. So let me hop right into this topic at hand, you guys, and drop some comments. Let's engage in the comment section. I came across this article about this. I mean, I did hear about it on one of the radio apps I listen to periodically during the day sometimes, or just out and about. And it was brought to my attention that Lester will be going to trial. So a judge determined that Lester will be going to trial. I'm going to go ahead and share some excerpts of this article. May go over the entire article, but I found this to be quite interesting and somewhat alarming because Lester may. It's a high chance, it's a great chance that Lester, this non-melanated man, could possibly be found not guilty. So let me head on over to the article, and then I will come back with more of my commentary, reaction, and opinion. Okay, you guys. According to KMUW.org, this is the website I'm citing from, Andrew Lester will stand trial for shooting Ralph Yarl, a black teen who rang the wrong doorbell. A Clay County judge on Thursday ruled that there's enough evidence for Andrew Dan Lester to stand trial for shooting Ralph Yarl after the black teen mistakenly knocked on his door. Lester, an 84-year-old white man who lives in Kansas City's Northland, was charged with 2 felonies, assault in the first degree and armed criminal action. Yarl, who is now 17 and a senior in high school, testified Thursday for about 40 minutes, speaking so softly it was difficult to hear him. Yarl said he thought he was at the correct address the evening of April 13, 2023, and thought he'd be welcomed into the house. So, you guys, this happened back in April, and I think this was like a hearing that was scheduled, which everyone attended, to see if there was enough evidence for Andrew and Lester to stand trial. Yarl's mother had sent him to pick up his twin brothers at about 10 p.m. in the evening, but Yarl accidentally went to Lester's home on Northeast 115th Street rather than the correct address, 115th Terrace. Instead, Yarl testified that Lester opened his front door, said, "Don't come here ever again," and shot him twice through his glass storm door. A split second to make a decision. Lester's attorneys, Andrew Lester's attorney, Stephen Salmon, tried to dispute Yarl's testimony. Now, this is becoming interesting. This right here, this part, and I skimmed over it, you guys, so I'm reading it thoroughly right now. This is interesting, so stay connected, stay tuned in, follow me here. Yarl admitted that he made a mistake the first time he told police he had not opened the glass storm door in front of Lester's wooden door, when in fact he had. Wow. Ouch. Oh my gosh. I know hopefully I'm not getting ahead of myself. I want justice for Ralph. This right here, this part right here, to me, is major in the shooter's defense. It really is. And this is just my opinion. I'm not an attorney. I do not practice law. This is just my opinion. But as you can see right here in this article, it's being reported that Ralph failed to tell the officers that he opened the glass door. So that
Killer.
prompts, to, I guess, fear for his life. That's the verbiage and the language they use often nowadays. So let me continue. Salmon said it was reasonable for Lester to be afraid. You see, whew, sheesh. He was alone. He's infirm. He was startled from his bed at night, and he thought someone was trying to get into his house. When asked by Lester's attorney if it was understandable that Lester is an old man who was scared by the stranger at his door, Yarl agreed. Okay, let me interject right here. I wonder why attorneys didn't interject. I wonder, can you interject or, challenge that type of question during this type of hearing? And they probably were able to. I don't know that to be true or 100% fact, but I think with this type of questioning from the shooter's attorney to Ralph, I believe, in my opinion, the state should have jumped in and say objection or something. Because Ralph is still suffering mentally from not just emotionally, but medically, mentally. So everything is not where it's supposed to be restored wise in terms of his health from a mental perspective because of the shooting. Missouri law, which includes a castle doctrine, wow, here we go, allows Lester to defend himself, Salmon said. Oh gosh. Why aren't the prosecutors doing, oh gosh. You see where I'm going with this, you guys. He had a split second to make a decision, Salmon said. Mr. Lester didn't need to wait to be attacked by a stranger in the dark. But okay, let's see what the prosecutor said. Maybe I'm jumping ahead. But Clay County prosecutor Zachary Thompson countered that Lester shot Yarl through a closed and locked storm door. While state law allows people to have guns and defend themselves, Thompson said you do not have the right to shoot an unarmed kid 2 times. Ralph was unarmed. Ralph was unmasked. He wasn't yanking violently on the door, Thompson said. Prosecutors played a recording of the 911 call that Lester made that night, where Lester can be heard telling police that someone rang his damn doorbell. He then told police he wanted in my house, but I shot him. Lester described the person at his door as a 6-foot tall black man. Yarl is about 5 feet 10 inches, said his mother, Cleo Nabe. Kansas City police detectives testified that Lester was shaken the night of the shooting and was worried he may have killed the unknown person at his front door. He was cooperative with the police, allowing them to search his home and willingly going to a police station for questioning. Remember this, you guys? He went to a police station for questioning, was sent back home, and wasn't arrested until days later, to my understanding. He seemed to be like an elderly guy who was scared, said Kansas City Officer Larry Dunaway Jr. Woo! It's interesting how they paint a picture for non-melanated people in situations or instances like this. Let's just be honest and transparent and real about it. We're all adults. We're all grown. We're all entitled to our own opinion. History gives plenty of examples of different scenarios like this, whether you are on this side or on the opposite side. Okay, the article further states Lester used an antique gun, an 1888 Smith & Wesson revolver, which was found on a chair by the front door after the shooting, testified KCPD Detective Dennis Paquette. Shot twice. 2 medical doctors testified that Yarl was shot in the upper right arm and on the left side of his forehead above his eye. Woo! He had to undergo neurosurgery the morning after the shooting to remove the bullet fragment that had lodged in his skull, said Dr. Sheila Alton, an emergency doctor at the Liberty Hospital. Ralph still has traumatic brain injury, Nab said. Yarl has slowly recovered from his injuries and is planning ahead to touring colleges. However, his mother told KCURS up to date that Yarl has to look over his shoulders everywhere he goes. This kid is like, can I please have a normal senior year? Can I please graduate like maybe a normal person? Can I have, you guys, can I have just some normalcy in this life? The shooting of Yarl, after which prosecutors waited 4 days to charge Lester, remember I told you guys that sparked a national outcry and protests in Kansas City. Although he described the shooting as a racially motivated attack, Thompson said the two felonies Lester faces has nothing to do with race. There's no legal racial component to the offense of assault in the first degree or armed criminal action. Thompson said, my focus remains on what is required by the law. Thompson previously said he did not file hate crime charges because Missouri's hate crime laws are less severe than the two felonies Lester already faces. In May, after a motion from the defense team, a judge sealed the case from the public due to its high-profile nature, saying that it's cast Lester in a negative light. Lester's lawyer, Steve Salmon, said his client has been driven from his home and faces multiple health problems. Wow. It's the compassion, empathy, and sympathy for me. Clay County prosecuting attorney Zachary Thompson opposed the seal, as did Yarl's family. Lester faces an arraignment on September 20th. He previously pled not guilty and remains free on a $200K bond. Wow. Okay, you guys, as you can see, I went over the entire article. This was quite interesting. A couple things stuck out to me, which was what I pointed out, what I read over last, towards the end of the article, how the judge sealed the case. Seems like, in my opinion, and I'm just being transparent and honest right now, that Andrew Lester, is the victim. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Wow. This, and then also too, when Ralph failed to, according to the article, this is according to that article, I'm going to read a couple more articles just to make sure to kind of like really do a fact check on it, but according to that article, the report basically is stating that Ralph failed to tell the officers that he, I guess, slightly pushed open the screen door or the glass door or whatever. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting in terms of trying to see the outcome. I'm assuming they won't, since the judge sealed this, they won't be airing this on. It won't be live on YouTube or any type of court TV programs. I'm assuming it won't be. Maybe those who are in the courtroom probably could take notes. Those who are observers or going to reporters or just regular citizens, because we all have a right to go to a courthouse and witness a trial. If the court or the judge has no restrictions for that, we do have that right as taxpayers and citizens of the United States. So, but yeah, those two things really stuck out to me, and that's why I stated that I believe that Andrew Lester, could possibly be found not guilty, especially if it's a jury of his peers. And we know how that could be. This is happened in Kansas City. So, and the police already have compassion for him too. Like they say, he's like an old uncle. I'm just paraphrasing. It's probably not the exact words, but like an old uncle or old someone, somebody older, just meant no harm, but just was protecting himself from what he appeared to be imminent danger or was fearing for his life. And what else stuck out to me is they state that the racial component was not there, and implementing, I guess, hate crime charges in every state is different. I think I shared this with you guys too on previous videos I've done on legal related topics, non-celebrity or celebrity, that every state is pretty much different when it comes to certain laws and things of that nature. And right here, they pointed that out in terms of it's crazy, the hate crime laws in Kansas City, this particular jurisdiction, is less than the felonies. So, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let that marinate for you. That particular law, the hate crime law in Kansas City, is less excessive in terms of, I guess, sentencing or, what to prove or whatever, than their normal felony charges for situations or crimes like this. Let that sink in. Let that sink in and tell you about the laws of this country. Let that sink in, you guys. Judge for yourself. Come up with your own thought process, but let it sink in. Let it sink in. I'm just going to leave it right there. Thank you all for tuning in to the mix. Like this video, share this video. I just wanted to come to you all with developing news and information on this because, again, I found this to be incredibly interesting and alarming. I just felt that I needed to just update you guys on what came across my desk and what I've discovered on this topic. And I don't know. Andrew Lester may be found not guilty. I wouldn't be surprised. And don't you all be surprised either. Ralph Yarl is going through so many health issues surrounding this. So with him telling the police one thing and come back saying another, I would think that the prosecutors would have argued something like, well, mentally, he's not all the way there. Speak about Yarl's health, his mental capacity in this situation post the shooting. So, I mean, what? What do you expect? You may receive conflicting information because that's a lot to process, a lot to digest. And his mental capacity is not the same prior to the shooting. It's not the same. So, but yeah, this is, whew. Let me know your thoughts. Let's get the discussion going in the comment section, you guys. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.